Okay. Camera down here. Hello? What's happened to it now? There it is. Right. Now that I'm back and things are actually sorted, and good God, this game is dark. Hold on, I wonder if I can sort that out. No. What is this? Dynamic resolution. What does that do? Be nice if it came with. I don't care about the smooth ambient. Oh. Save that. But what I'm looking for is like a brightness slider, but it doesn't look like it. 60? Oh, fuck it, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, it's on high. I'll leave it there. Right. But, anyway, how's it going, everybody? A little bit of a delayed introduction to the video, but obviously, as you can see, I am playing Path of Titans. Again, the main reason being is I logged in just before, and there was a 7.3 gigabyte update. I should probably look into the patch notes to find out what they updated. The ambient noise isn't as deafening as it was before. It's not as, like, meh in your ear anymore. I mean, it's still a wee bit loud, but it doesn't seem to be as aggressive. I don't know, maybe that's just me, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so as a continuation of my last video where I was a little bit, well, to be honest, I was a little bit fucking ridiculous, to be purely honest. And I was ridiculous. I can understand, like, I've had quite a few comments on the video, and I've been replying to as many as as many as it seems like it's necessary to do. And, I mean, I can understand where everybody's coming from, because, I mean, this game is, it is based around the whole idea that you're going to be hunting other dinosaurs. And fair enough. I mean, before, it was kind of ridiculous how hard it was to ambush, to hunt, to, sneak up behind someone and give them a nibble on the ankles. Which, get each to their own, alright? Fucking good on you for playing the game the way that it's, made to be played. But, for people like myself, there are others out there like me. I play the game to chill. When I'm having an absolutely horrendous day, it's nice to just jump on, do some quests, collect some shit, run around, but, the point I was trying to make, which didn't really come across very easily, and I do apologize for that, being able to, even with these headphones, I know I did say that, I was using expensive headphones. They're not expensive headphones, by the way. American, these things, I think, are only like $200. In New Zealand dollars, that's actually quite a lot of money because our dollar at the moment isn't incredibly strong. But, these are mid-range headphones. I know I said that, you know, they were that they were expensive and blah, 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 blah. Someone pointed it out and, you know, told me not to have a cry about the audio and all that. Well, you can get fucked. Whoever you are. I personally don't give a shit. But I just wanted to clarify that, yeah, as I said before, as I was over on the other side there, you know, for myself, I like being able to run around knowing if I'm going to be mauled. Because it's nice. You know, it gives us the opportunity to evade them. And it does. It did. It, you know, it gave us the opportunity to think, oh shit, no, I need to go somewhere else. Or, you know, I need to find a quiet tree or something to hide under. And people were persecuting me for it because, like, oh, but it's a, you know, it's a hunting game. You need to go out and fucking blah, 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 blah. Get fucked. All right? Not everybody plays the game for that. There were other people in the comments saying, you know, I don't really like the change either. But, you know, it is... The change is fair enough. I mean, but it would be nice if they found like a, you know, like a happy medium. Because I do agree with quite a few of the people that did comment, and you know, they went too far in the opposite direction. Like way too far in the opposite direction. You know, tweak the ambient, make it a little bit quieter. Obviously, like, and there were the other comments from the players that were saying, you know, that the footsteps were too loud, and I've got to admit they were quite loud because at times it was pretty hard to tell where they were coming from. Like you'd have a general direction, but you know that general direction was a vast area. You know, you could hear them coming from the right-hand side, for example, right? But like this, that guy was what, about here when I heard him, just on the other side of this rock. That is fucking horrible. Like, I mean, where the hell did the little dude go? Like right there, where he is right now, is the distance where we should be able to, you know, like slightly, not audibly, but slightly hear them. You know, just a little lighter on the footsteps. And as they get closer, it gets louder. But obviously, if you're playing the game and you're doing quests, moving around, you're like the audio, like the audible sound from you moving, doing quests, picking things up. At that point where he was, at a lighter sound from his feet, you know, you wouldn't be able to hear him. But if you're standing still and paying attention, then yes, you'd be able to hear them, but only just. So where he was, just on the other side of that grass there, because like before, I could actually, like, he just disappeared around that rock. That first rock on the riverside there. That was where I was able to hear them from. Roughly about there. Right? Now, that, I got to admit, that is actually kind of ridiculous. That's not you know, that's not realistic. It's a fucking game. Of course it's not realistic. But, like that, yeah, I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. That is a little too extreme. But on the other side of that grass, like just as you can see where it's rendered, and that's what I put in the last, like one of the last comments I made on my video. I was replying to someone. The rendered distance. That's what I mean by the rendered distance. The foliage rendered distance is about the distance where you should be able to start hearing them from. Not, you know, loud or, you know, really, really prominent. Like you just start hearing them, and as they get closer to you, the footsteps get louder. That's how, you know, even in real life, that's how it happens. All right? You know, you don't just all of a sudden hear boom, 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 when it's just fucking, you know, from there to there. Like, no. Alright? Rendered distance. Light gradually getting heavier. That's how it should be. And I know I didn't really put that through properly, and I do apologize for that. I was a little bit aggressive in the last video, so I'm sorry. Alright? But, like, everybody always goes on about the graphics and how things look and how pretty it is and the lighting and all that shit. That's only a portion of it. The other half of a game is the audio. And the audio is a big part of a game. Like right now, this water is loud as shit. What water is that loud? I used to live in Queenstown, right? And Lake Wakatipu, the lake that's in the centre of Queenstown, it's I'm in New Zealand, by the way, for people that are new. I'm in New Zealand, Central Otago, there's lakes everywhere, alright? But the water washing up on the rocks, it's a gentle wash. It's a gentle noise. You know, if you're quiet, you're peaceful, you're sitting there, you can just hear it. And it's absolutely gorgeous, by the way. It is such a beautiful place to be. Like Lake Hawea, for example. If you're ever coming to New Zealand, I don't know so much about the North Island, but anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. You know, sound and how things sound. It's a big part of a game. And, like, I know these guys are amazing developers, by the way. They do keep on top of everything, and they keep on top of it well. Like, really well. And it's awesome how they do. But, like, the audio is still off. And yes, I know, I did say that it was 6 years old. I thought it was. And, you know, obviously I did a little bit of looking into it, and yes, it is only 4 years old. So, I'm sorry for that, too. Alright, that was a bit of an over-exaggeration. And, I mean, I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. And being able to hear someone from, like, where the nose of my wee fella's fucking pointing at the moment for that rock that's got that point on the left-hand side there. Hearing a dinosaur from that distance, that is, like, that's not... It shouldn't be a normal thing, which, you know, all good. But as I said, from here to the end of the rendered grass, that's where we should be able to start hearing other players from. I mean, obviously, if you're using Z, for example, like you're walking quietly, you know, doing the creepy bit, no, shit no. Like, slight adjustments like that, you know. And then, boom. It's nice and light. See, that is what I would expect the level of the feet, like the level of your walking, the audio level, from that strip of grass on top of this rock. Like, and then obviously as it gets louder, you get that. Oh, wait, why is Z not working anymore? What? Did they take away the sneak? Hold on, no they didn't. Or is it just because I'm still the juvie? No, Trot's still there. Well, there is a tiny bit of a difference. But do you see what I mean? Like, I wasn't meaning for the audio... Like, I mean, it obviously did sound like I meant that I would like the audio for the footsteps to go back to the way it was, which, you know, that is what I said. It's not what I meant, but it is what I said. And, you know, I'm sorry. That's not what I was meaning. What I was meaning was, you know, what I said before. Slightly being able to hear them as they're approaching you. If they're just, you know, walking, for example. Now, larger dinosaurs, when they walk, you know, we're talking about a 13-meter long, near on 40-ton animal. That shit is not going to be quiet 20 meters away from you. Period. Like, there's no way in shit. So, you know, fucking... give us the depth of the audio. You know, start it out light. As they get closer, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. So, what would this be? That from there... Because I'm using a small dinosaur, it looks like it's a hell of a lot longer than what it actually is. But that's probably only about, what, 50, 60 meters? That's not even a sprinting distance. Actually, no, it's probably a lot longer than that, isn't it? No, it's actually, no, that's about 100. But, like, give us the audio, like, give us the sound of the dinosaurs from about 50, 60 meters away. Or whatever that rendering distance is. I have no fucking idea. You know, it'd just make it that much more immersive. And it would. I mean, you can't expect a dinosaur the size of a T-Rex or a Spino or anything like that being silent 20 meters away from you. Like, more than 20 meters away. That's just not... You know, that's not something that you can expect. You can't expect that to be something that we can accept. So, you know, the whole making it easier for people to ambush and all that jazz and all that, fair enough, alright. But, you know, it shouldn't be too hard to find a happy medium between the two. I mean, I know, yes, there is a lot that goes into, you know, adjusting the audio of a game, and fair enough, you know? Like, why does it only go up to 60%? I mean, there's still tiger nuts in this area that I can collect, and it doesn't bring it up. It always stops at 60% in Green Valley. Kind of annoying. But yeah, I still haven't finished all of the starter quest. I'm on the official servers at the moment. You know, there's... Ooh, someone's working on the Waystone. Should I find out? I'm gonna go look. I probably should have had some water before I started running. Shit. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah, just a wee video, you know, obviously apologizing for, you know, how stupid I was in my last video, to be honest. I mean, I was stupid. And, you know, there was no reason for it. You know, but there must be a way to find, as I said, a happy medium. There must be. I mean, there has to be. I mean, it's not that it shouldn't happen. And yet, for some reason, I can hear... You know, he's a fair distance away. But I can hear him flying. And that over to my right. I mean, it sounded like there was someone there, but I'm pretty sure it was just plants. I mean, how could the wind passing through a plant be louder than a dinosaur at a certain distance? I mean, what? Glow. Oh, it's almost done. It won't matter. By the time I get there, it'll be finished. Right. I mean, you must be able to see where I'm coming from. You must be able to see my view on this. Like, they went too far in the opposite direction. Way too far in the opposite direction. And I know I said gone wrong, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I should have put something different. But that's my bad. Alright, but some of you were a little bit cheekier than you needed to be. And thank you to the new subs, by the way. You're awesome. Thank you. I mean, it is free to sub. It doesn't hurt to do it. But yeah, I mean, also, yeah, that's awesome. Like this big bastard here. And now I gotta find some rocks. Oh, hold on. Where's that? Where's that spot? Was it? I think it was up in here. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no. That isn't this one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm no expert or anything on game development and all that sort of crap. Yeah. And I mean, it's awesome what these guys are doing, but they did go too far in the not the wrong direction, but the opposite direction. You know, before people were right. It was too loud, and it was very, very hard to sneak, to get around someone, to, you know, or, you know, go towards someone to you know, get them by surprise or whatever. Fair enough. You know? I mean, I get it, and I do get it. But the way that some of you attacked me on the comments, it was... You know. Although, in saying that, I didn't really explain myself very well. So again, my bad. I should have, you know, I should have gone a little bit further with what I was trying to say. Because what I said in that video isn't how I feel. But I mean, I'm not going to take the video down. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to leave it the way it is because, you know, at that time, you know, I'd actually spent quite a fair bit of time fucking adjusting, like trying to adjust the audio on my... Because I thought it was my computer. Originally, I actually thought it was the audio on my computer itself. I didn't realize it was the game until, like, not until a wee while later. I spent probably about fucking an hour thinking, fuck, what the hell's happened to the audio on my computer? I thought my headset was going all shit. But, you know, I mean, my headset, it's just a set of Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. I mean, as I said, they're mid-range, but the drivers in them are actually really good for what they are. And, you know, when something like that happens, and you're so used to a game's audio being a specific way, and then all of a sudden fucking all of the footsteps just drop off, you know. Halfway through the rendering distance is where we should be able to begin to hear light footsteps. Like, I mean, obviously sound travels, and sound has a speed. And it is a little bit harder to translate that into a game, which, you know, fair enough. But there must be a way to put gradual, you know, I can't fucking, I don't know. Although in saying that, your personal footsteps used to be a lot louder too. Although I have turned Dolby Access on, and for some reason turning that on makes your cat, like the dinosaur you're playing, your avatar, a little bit, like the footsteps are quieter. I don't understand that with the Dolby Access, but that's what it does. But, you know, it amplifies positional accuracy, which, you know, I mean, it does. I mean, it's nice in FPS games. Doesn't make any fucking difference in Battlefield 2042, though. Some people play that game like their guns are fucking lasers. I don't know how the hell they do it. It's mental. Now, I'm trying to... There's a specific spot in Broken Tooth where there's probably about 4 or 5 piles of rocks all in one. I'm trying to remember where it is. Where did I find it? I was sure it was up in around here somewhere, but I've just run around all this fucking area and there's nothing. Where is it? Massive, like a huge pile of rocks. Hold on. I don't think it's here, but maybe there's some broken rocks here somewhere. So yeah, hopefully... Oh yeah, here they are. Hopefully that explains what I was meaning a little bit better. I mean, you got to bear in mind that for those of you that are new and you haven't seen my channel before, my channel name was Trayge, so Trayge. You know, I was known in games. I actually had people add me on Steam because of my rage and how much it made them laugh. It was pretty bad. I mean, not breaking equipment bad, but it was still pretty bad. I got quite loud. I don't know. It was also a long day for me that day as well. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video here because, you know, I've already been recording for a while now. Yeah, I've been recording for almost half an hour. So, you know, just a quick recap, you know, give us gradual sound. You know, from a specific distance, be able to hear light footsteps, but only when you're stationary or, you know, when you're not doing much. Like as it would be if you're just moving around your house, doing something. You know? Sort of like very similar to that. But give us a little bit more depth. Like, well, not depth. Like a bit more range on the audio. So instead of it like only being able to hear someone approaching you for literally just behind you, you know, maybe an extra like 30 meters of distance. Even that would make the game a little bit more immersive, because then you'd be able to think, shit, I've got to go. You know, or, you know, like even if you're collecting something and they're not far away from you, but it still gives you enough time to react. Where the audio is now, you don't have time to react. You hear them, they're on you. That's it. I mean, that's not, like, that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be how it is. And I can understand, you know, people liking the fact that that is a thing, because it gives them the opportunity to fuck everybody's day up. Like, there are those of us that play the game to have, you know, some relaxed time. Like, I've been running around here. I passed that trike shitloads of times. You know, but nothing happened. And it's a nice game to play. And it is. It is relaxing. Especially when you're doing stuff like this. You know, just running around, collecting shit, not having to worry about anything. But because the audio is the way that it is at the moment, you know, it's not as relaxing. It's not as calm. Because you know that someone, and that is part of the excitement for some people. You know, you're running around collecting something. Someone could be behind a tree, and next thing you know, they're on you. Which, you know, that's part of the excitement. That's part of the gameplay for some people. But for me, and quite a few other people by the sounds of things, being able to hear someone, like, you know, a little bit before they approach you. I mean, obviously, if they're using the trot and this, you know, it's a bit quieter, that shouldn't be anywhere near audible. Like, that should actually be for sneaking. That should be, you know, for the ambush approach. You know, because when you're trotting, you can go straight to sprinting immediately. And that's what I thought the trot was for, because you can barely hear anything when you're trotting. But, I mean, they changed the audio on all of it. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. So that's my, you know, apology and explanation of what I was meaning and what I was trying to get at. It doesn't really sound like it in the first video. So my bad. But I hope this clarifies what I was trying to get at. Alright? I'll see you in the next one. And, you know, obviously if you enjoy this sort of stuff, And, you know, watching Path of Titans, or, like, in my case, playing some shooting games, racing games, RPGs. I play all sorts of shit. I don't stick to just one game genre. You know, let me know. I mean, I've got a good number of games. If you want to, you know, see another game, a different one, post it in the comments. I mean, I'll look. It's not like I have a huge fucking sub count, so if someone, you know, someone comments and I see it, you know, let me know what sort of game you'd like me to play. And I'll do my best for you. Alright, so again, you know, as usual, sub if you're new, like the video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.